but they're both hens, and the one in the back as well. We have 7 hens and 2 roosters. The hens represent the nucleolus because they hold the DNA and they help in the process of making ribosomes, which I have the ribosomes put as eggs, so them being the nucleolus just helps. And the roosters are the nucleus because they also hold DNA and they kind of run the place, and the roosters will like set the hens in their place and will also protect them from danger and all that. Those are the roosters, the 2 in the back that are really tall and look the exact same. This is the Golgi apparatus, or the nesting box for the chicken coop. It is where the proteins get packaged and sent off to other places. The proteins are these eggs that come from the nucleus or the nucleolus. Ribosomes can hatch and make tiny chicks like this that hold the genes, for the chicken coop at least. This is a baby Americana, and I have 10, and they're all about maybe a month old. This is them. Let's see. See, even in this like mini coop, this is the cell wall. This is like the vacuole that holds the food, and then over there's the water. And then, they have their own, like, I don't know which ones are hens and roosters and stuff, but they're their own nucleus, nucleolus and stuff. They have chloroplasts as wood shavings. And, even though they don't live in the coop, they still have all the organelles. Even though they don't have an area where these chicks can roam on the outside, there is this. This is their sun. It gives them their heat since they're not like big enough to create their own body heat. So that'll give them their heat to kind of get their energy, because without it they could die. Since I put this as a plant cell, it does not have a cytoskeleton. But if it did have a cytoskeleton, it would be these strings and the wooden frames that the chickens lie on, because it gives the cell its shape and structure, and it'll hold the organelles in its place. Those are what the chickens will sit on to sleep, and these hold the food in the place, so it doesn't swing around and all that. But since it does not have a cytoskeleton, we are going to talk about the vacuole. These are the vacuoles. It holds the food for the chickens. And this one right here, which is a giant water jug, is a central vacuole because a plant cell only has one large vacuole. So I put it because of that. We have a lot of areas where food and water can be stored, like these 2 right here and the water jug there, and then there's 2 outside, and there's even one right here we don't use anymore, but this can also hold food if it's tilted to the side. And we also have these. We have this one that stores grains and stuff, and this one that stores the normal food pellets that we feed the chickens every day. This is the coop's membrane, or the cell membrane for a normal cell. It has a latch to decide what comes in and out, so it'll keep the chickens in, keep things like raccoons out, and let humans pass. Another cell membrane would also be this chain link fence. Just like the barn door, it allows things to enter and exit, and it can choose because it can lock right here with this latch. Same with the barn door. The barn door can also have locked and latched on it to keep things within it. This is the cell wall of the coop, which is just the coop wall. It is how it sounds. It gives the cell and the coop its structure, and it protects the chickens, and doesn't let anything enter or exit through it. Another option for a cell wall would also be this chain link. Doesn't let anything come in or out, I guess like bugs and stuff, because it's got holes in it. But it keeps the chickens in, keeps the raccoons out. This shovel is the lysosome of the Coop. As well as the lysosome, they both clean out anything that doesn't belong, like any gunk or anything like that. And our chloroplast is like wood shavings and the coffee grounds right now. And this will help clear it out when it gets too dirty in there. We need to replace it. And we also have peroxisome, which is a specific cleaner for the cell of the Coop, is a hose. It's not in the Coop, it's actually over there. But we use it to clean out the different like organelles, like the water pitcher and the food dispenser. And it cleans out areas that the shovel can't clear out. The mitochondria of the cell would be me, because it is the powerhouse of the cell, and it just does a lot of things. And as I would be the powerhouse of the cell, I tend to the food and the water, and I keep the chickens alive, and I lock the doors and all that when it gets dark out. So I just think of myself as the powerhouse, or it could be like anybody, you know, my dad or my brother, that tend to the cell. All of this is the chloroplast. It is, right now, it is coffee and wood shavings. It is what all the organelles lie in, like the vacuole and the nesting boxes and all that stuff. It just covers the entire floor of the cell. And I guess for the outside area, it would be, oh, you can't see, but it would be dirt, because that also covers the whole floor and is what the organelles lie in. This is the chloroplast of the Coop. I'm sorry you can't really see it because there's like a hole there. But this is the outside roaming area for the chickens, and it gives them energy from the sun, you know, like they can burn out energy by running around and all that. And just as the chloroplast would in the Coop, it uses sunlight to revert it into energy for the cell to, like, you know, function and all that. And saying that the chickens are like the main part, you know, the nucleus and the nucleolus, it's really important for them to have energy, you know, so that to function. Hi. Since the only thing left is the endoplasmic reticulum, or the ER, I am just going to use an egg carton, because that is kind of what we use to transport the ribosomes around, which are these eggs I put as the ribosomes. So, you know, you just put them in, and then some like farmers and stuff will ship them off, or as I just will put them in the fridge. And yeah, a little more in depth. I keep saying that it'll keep the, like, we keep the chickens in and we keep raccoons out. Raccoons aren't the only thing that'll attack chickens. There's also like coyotes and owls and raccoons. And I just keep saying raccoons because that's the most recent one we've had, even though it was a few months ago. So, in depth. The coffee grounds are used for bedding in like the chicken coop, because it helps, like when it gets colder out, helps the coop stay a little warmer. Plus, it kind of hides the smell, so the whole coop will like smell of just like coffee, and it's like overwhelming coffee. Yes, the mitochondria would be me, but I said that that the humans do everything, just as the mitochondria would, but that's not true, because mitochondria just generates enough power to give the cell its function. When I was explaining the cytoplasm, I never said cytoplasm, and I kept saying chloroplast. I did mean cytoplasm. Chloroplast was the video, I think, after that. Also, it's not due till a week. This is my poster so far. Probably not going to change that much, but thought I should show it because it's kind of in the video. And I think my dad's coming. For one last time, I'm going to do this video. I did a clip of this. It's in the bloopers, kind of. But I didn't like it, so I had to leave it. But I guess in depth. I chose the chicken coop because I've had chickens for like a long time, for like, I don't know, a long time. And I don't know, it just had so many opportunities to have different like organelles be assigned to it. So I was like, okay, why not? And it was, I don't know, it was the second thing that came to my mind. Yeah, Rooster, you're supposed to protect it. This is gonna be. You're such a puny. It's ridiculous. That's Maria. Oh, she's dead. She's old. She's like, she should be dead. Honestly, she's my favorite. Sorry. This one is a baby Americana.
This is just laying in the grass. Allow me to like enter and exit just as the barn. So, oh my god, start over, sorry. Chloroplast of the coop. Chloroplast of the coop. Chloroplast of the coop. Okay. This is the chloroplast. See, this lighting is just so bad. This is the cells. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay. This is the. Hello. Let's not jump next to the oven. Okay. I just realized they're all bathing. There's 3 of them just like sitting in a hole. So chickens bathe through just like rubbing themselves in dirt. I don't really know how that helps, but it does. So they're all doing that right now.